Alright, Cryptids, what is going on? It is me, Mississippi Gonzo Grunge, aka Redcorn. Today we're going to be looking at the Bravado Youga Classic. Yeah, that's what it is. Bravado Youga Classic 4x4, which is, funny enough, a Dodge van and an Econoline merged into one. And if you happen to know the reference of this vehicle, hey, congratulations.
Boys, welcome to Central Command!
We all know it's the Ed, Ed, and Eddie Retro van. Which is actually a very classic vehicle. I mean, and yes, for the record, it really does have the waterbed and the sound system in the back. With the shag carpet. And I remember when I made this, Slade lost it. Slade legitimately lost his shit because he's like, oh my god, that is damn near, that is the perfect van. Which we don't have that many off-road vans. The only ones we have are this and the Rumpo Custom. Personally, I would like to see another custom van get added in, like another classic van. You know, I think the Burrito would be a lovely candidate for it. And that's the other thing about this too. Do watch the suspension setup. You know, the suspension setup on this can be kind of, it can be a bit of a heifer. So you do have to watch it. But it does perform really good off-road. But you know, it takes practice. You know, you got to practice with certain vehicles in order to get better with them. This is one of those, if you want to off-road with it, be my guest. But, you know, still, it is on the expensive side through Benny's. Because you're going to need the Youga Classic, and you're going to need to take it into Benny's and customize it through there. And believe me, it is on the expensive side, much like the Yosemite. And yes, all the lights do work. I went with the classic off-road look because why not? You know, I'll just say this. Off-road vans are cool. I mean, like some of those crazy designs they used to do in the 70s. Like, a lot of vans from the 70s had, like, very cool paint jobs on them. You know, there was that one van from Twister. The one that was driven by Belts or whatever his name is. Y'all know who I'm talking about. You know, he had the cool van with the tornado on the side of it. And I'm like, you know what? If I ever had a van, I probably would paint it up like that. I know some people will talk about painting a van up like the A-Team, but it's like, nah, I want the van from Twister. That has a cool paint job. That just screams 1970s. Which, you know, the whole van thing, you know, maybe it will come back one day where people will start customizing vans from back in the 70s. But still, it was funny in Ed, Ed, and Eddie whenever they found that van. And it's like, what the fuck y'all used to do in that? But still. So, yeah, this is by far a very nice custom van for what it is. You know, it's got the right amount of lift and suspension height, but do watch it. That suspension's going to be a real doozy, if you will. So you do have to watch it. But yeah, we all know this is the Ed, Ed, and Eddie van. Hold on, let me get the inside of it. See? Oh, it's even got an old school TV in the back. That's why I like this. You know, that's what I like about an off-roader with good customization. At that point with an off-roader, you do want your performance, you know, like your traction and your handling to be on point. But, when it comes down to customization, that's what you want. You know, that reminds me, I wonder if anyone's made an off-road van for SnowRunner yet. Because I said I was going to make another profile where I just used, you know, modded crap. But I still have yet to figure out how the modding process works. So I guess it is kind of like that. But yeah, so far as like actual running and speed-wise, I mean, you're not going to win races with it. So there is that. You're not going to win races with it. You know, the suspension, it's got understeer to it. But if you get it up at a certain speed and you turn too fast, it will roll with you. You know, it's not fast at all, so yeah. I know some people complain about vehicles that come out, oh, they're slow. This is obviously a showpiece, but, you know, I like using this for off-roading. You know, definitely one of those off-road deals. where you just take it and you use it for roleplay, which, that reminds me, I really need to hit up Slade, Diesel, and Logan and say, hey, look, we need to do some off-road content where we just fuck around doing God only knows what. So, yeah. You know, this van really brings back classics. I mean, when I first showed this to Slade, he was absolutely losing it. He's like, it's the Ed, Ed, Netty van. You know, still, even though I got the custom Duke rims on it, they really should make some that have that particular rim style for the off-road section. I'm surprised they haven't done it yet. But at this point, I'm like, give us free rim choice and let us pick whatever tire we want on it. But yeah. And I'm out. And yeah, you know, the suspension is kind of a big downplay to it. So yeah, I guess we won't be climbing up that gnarly crap, which is perfectly fine by me. I'm going to go around. Yeah, you don't see too many van builds anymore. I mean, it's kind of crazy how you don't really see them. But every now and then a van will usually appear that's actually really creative. But you know, you don't see many 4x4 van conversions as much as you used to, you know. I was kind of doing one back in the day that I really wanted to film and show y'all, but I don't have it anymore. And that's the other thing too, you will roll it down the mountain. There goes that suspension being in play yet again. But I saved it. So yeah, it kind of rolled on me, but yeah. I was originally going to film this series where I was building like my own off-road van. But I don't have it anymore just, you know, due to, one, I went insane around 2018 and everything, and I pretty much lost everything. I lost my project builds, I lost my motorcycles. I had two, but you know, still, I lost both of them. I lost my Mustangs. For those of y'all that know me, y'all know I had some Mustangs. And I'm talking about the car. So I ended up losing them. So yeah, 2018, lost everything, but I bounced back. It took a while, but you know, trials and tribulations will happen. Which I will be making a video talking about that. You know, it's not an easy subject, but still. I'm about to say, y'all don't pull out in front of me. Yeah, that's the one thing about this van that you do have to watch out for. You can see how the handling really is, but you know, this one right here, you know, brake-wise, the brakes are not that great, and when you do try to launch out of it, you know, when you try to launch out of it, it always goes to the wayside. That's what happens, it always goes to the wayside. And there it is, I almost hit that deer. See there, that deer bolted right out in front of my van. The only way to really pull off a slick slide in this van is if you have to, you know, go up over certain stuff. But yeah, suspension-wise, it actually does quite nicely. You know, especially like over these logs and stuff, it will actually go up over them. And then that wheelbase might be a little bit of a problem. Which, you give me a moment. And I'm going to launch it. You know, sometimes you just got to launch it on up. That's what sometimes you need, is a good launch point. Like those logs are a little bit steep, but these right here are just fine. See? Now on that descent, that might be a little bit of a problem. You know, I'm surprised as much damage as I put this thing through, the stuff still works. That's actually surprising how most of this crap still works. It's like, this thing is actually pretty dang built. And some of you are asking, why'd you put that horn on it? Well, technically, this is just what I've read from the notes about the retro van from Ed, Ed, and Eddie, is that the horn that played on it. It had two different horns. One was like a standard car horn, and then it had like that special da 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 da. According to somebody that worked on the show, that was actually the Dixie horn played backwards. That's really what it was. All they done was they took the Dixie horn, slowed it down, and played it backwards. So that's kind of interesting. That's just what I've read. That's just what I've heard from people. You know, don't get mad at me, but still. And I'm going to stop it, you know, probably on the beach somewhere, because, you know, that's where you would see a classic like this at. But, you know, it could be one hellacious bug-out van. You know, such as it is. But yeah, I think this will be a nice, good spot right here. This is definitely one of those where you just turn the van this way. You know, have it face the, you know, have the van face the ocean and just have a little fire going on the beach. And then, you know, you got that vibe. Because, I mean, this whole thing is a vibe in and of itself. Which I'm going to prove something here in a moment. So I'm going to open the doors up with one quick shot. And they're open. I don't know what my character's doing. He's being a crackhead. But yeah, look at that. Look at that interior. Now, granted, it's not the shag carpeting, but it will do.
Cool. Hey guys, come on in. Enjoy the genuine shag carpeting and the water bed.
Real 70s. Look at that. Got a nice sound system right there. It's got a TV sound system. The silk pillows, if you will. Just real classic. I mean, just an absolute classic. I mean, it's just an absolute classic of a vehicle, as you can see. So other than that, y'all do shoot the like button with a grip skinny if you enjoyed, and please do comment down below your favorite episode of Ed, Ned, and Eddie. Now then, as always, I'll be seeing y'all around for the next off-road review, so then y'all be sure to smash that subscribe button today and click the notification bell icon, because I do live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, starting at 4 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. And as always, I'll be seeing y'all around. So then, y'all have a great day and a balling weekend, and remember, don't do anything stupid. So other than that, take care, and good night.